Hello everyone, Yom Tov, happy Monday, and I hope all of you are having a great start to the week, and I hope you've all had a great weekend. I'm sorry for the state of the face, and I've done my best with my hair today. I still haven't had the medication yet that I need for the UTI that I've now been suffering for 3.5 weeks. The doctor made a mix-up with the medication and where it was going to, and one thing and another, so it looks like now I won't be getting the medication till tomorrow. So it's another day. So if anybody has suffered a UTI, then you'll know exactly what I'm going through. And I really didn't feel like putting any face paint on today. Today's video was about choosing our favourite YouTubers. But I'm a little bit preoccupied. You know how I've asked you to keep my friend Lorraine in your prayers? Well, she had to go back to the hospital this morning to get her bloods checked to see if she was ready for some more chemo tomorrow. And it turns out that the cells have metastasized. So these are like micro cells. She says they've literally spread right through her internal organs. So they're going to give her a great big dose of this stuff called Calyx in her chemo tomorrow to see if it can stop all of them, or if not some of them, from forming into tumours in other parts of her, inside of her. I've asked over on Twitter if people would please keep her in their prayers. And I'm asking you, I know this is someone you don't know. I mean, she's a stranger to you. And it is a lot for me to ask you to pray for a stranger that you don't know. But we've been friends a long time. And she was there for me when my friend Suze died. She was an absolute rock. She was a tower of strength. And now she's fighting for her life. So, could I please ask a huge favour? If you would just do it for me. And if you would. Her name is Lorraine. It's with one R. And if you could just, whether you are of any faith or none, even if you are an atheist, I'm sure you believe in the power of the universe, or you must think of some spiritual being or something more powerful than us. If you could just ask if whoever it is would please look down on her and show her, a bit of mercy. Because this is someone who's, I'm not saying she hasn't made mistakes. We've all made mistakes, but she's never made a mistake with me in all the years I've known her. She's a loving mother of 6, a grandmother of 2. The grandsons don't know that she has this. So I'm just asking, please, if you could you find it in your hearts to please either, even if you've got no faith, if you just say out loud, I wish Heather's friend Lorraine all the best. Even if you could just say that. Because it's all with the intention of the heart, you see. And even though you know that it's for a stranger. My friend Llewellyn said, at least if you've got a name when you're praying for someone, that's half the battle. Well, her name is Lorraine. I wanted to show you a photograph, but I've been told that you can get some weird types on the internet who would, I don't know, I don't want to think about it. So, I'm telling her jokes all the time, and yes, sorry. Hope you can forgive me that today. Keeping her upbeat as much as I can. I bought her some glass mugs that she really liked the look of. You know, really pretty, not my sort of thing, but she loves pretty things with butterflies and flowers all over them, and these were 2 different sizes of mugs made of crystal, and she just looked at them and she said, oh, I love them. And I just thought, right, I'm going to get them for her. I got in there before anybody else did. And I'm sending them on to her tomorrow. Because they've come from over the pond, you see, and I didn't want them sent direct to her in case she had to pay customs charges. I didn't want that, so I had them delivered to me instead. So I'm sending them on to her today. And I've said to her, you're going nowhere, missus, until you've made damn good use of those mugs. And I said, I'm not letting you go anywhere. You know, I want at least 500 cups of tea taken out of those mugs before you're even thinking of going anywhere. And that's you told. Of course, she just laughs. I've said you're not going anywhere without a fight. You know? I told her, cancer or not, I'll come down to your house and I'll take you on, I'll fight you. Anyway, thank you again. I'm sorry this is such a low mood start to a video, but I didn't expect to get that news. It was only just about 20 minutes ago. I'm still trying to get my head around it. I got her to explain it to me, you see, because, you know, explain things to me like I'm 5, because I'm basically an idiot. And I'm very, very privileged because outside of our family, I'm the first one to know. I mean, we've got other friends in common, good friends. Should be telling them too. You know, it's not that I'm anything special. It's just I happen to be there, you know, right time, right place. You know. I'm nothing special. We've got another friend in common, Jan. The 3 of us are like, we're not sisters by blood, but we're sisters by heart, you know. And she could have very well got on to Jan before she got on to me, but I just happened to be there at the time, you know. Anyway. the thing is, I've got to be honest with you, I'm an incredibly selfish person. Because I'm not crying for her, I'm crying for me. I'm crying for me of what I'm going to do without her. And how it's going to make me feel. So I am incredibly selfish. I want to fight for it. I want to take this away from her. And I can't. I'm absolutely helpless. There's nothing I can do. Anyway. Right. Moving swiftly on. Your homework was to talk about your favourite YouTubers, and I said I would talk about mine. And a few of them have changed over the months. I've seen some of the YouTubers I talked about before in entirely different lights recently, and I've decided that I don't really want to follow them anymore. So I'm going to say that, and these are in no particular order, and I will list them all in the description box. I've got to call out Bipolar Corner and Gary Unfiltered, because I love how Gary is open and honest and true, and how he hides nothing. All you get from him is the raw truth. I've seen him when he's happy, and I've seen him when he's incredibly sad. Just makes you want to hug him and tell him that everything's going to be all right, you know. But you can learn an awful lot about mental health from Gary. And he is my go-to, most definitely. And then his other channel, Gary Unfiltered, he is so funny. Oh my goodness, that guy is so funny. I wish I was as funny as him. So I highly recommend both channels to you all. And I'm not going to deny being biased. I'm heavily biased as far as Gary's concerned. You know, I love him to bits. I think he's great. You know, and when I did the Unexpected Live the other morning, he gave my husband the eye and my husband gave him the eye back, so I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to have to watch those two, you know. I'm going to be watching, seeing if my husband decides to go on YouTube. I'll be keeping an eye on that, Gary, my husband. Next person I want to talk about is my friend Angie of 4F Beauty and Lifestyle. Angie is not only wonderful with makeup, she is as beautiful on the inside as she is on the outside. If you want tuition, because she's done tuition with makeup before, not just on YouTube, but you've heard me talk about her many times, and you know, she's just a wonderful human being. She's a great friend. She's always there if I need her. She's got fibro like me, so we both understand what it's like for each other. And like I said, I'll be listing the link to her channel in the description box, so if any of you are new and who haven't already heard of me talking about her before, then please go along and say hello. She's only small, but you know, From little acorns, great oaks grow, don't they? She's always been very supportive of me, and I try to be as supportive of her as I can. She does ASMR makeup. So if any of you out there are fond of ASMR, then you're onto a winner there. The next one who comes to mind is Taye of Taye del Val. She's another girl who's just relocated to California to start her new life. She's a great one. She talks to you while she's putting her makeup on. She's just a lovely person all round. She's got a very big heart. You know, she's a lot like Angie. Very big-hearted people, kind, loving, and very good at putting makeup on. You know. I highly recommend Taye to you. Well, she really tells you how it is. I would not like her to rip me a new one, I may tell you. She takes no prisoners, does our Taye. And again, another wonderful human being. Do you know something? I've done this and have not written this down. Naughty. I can tell you some of the new people I've been following when it comes to some of the paranormal stuff that I watch. I've been following a group of lads called Paranormal Quest. They are based in West Virginia, I believe. They're a group of young lads, all really good friends. 4 of them who have grown together, and they go out to look for the truth and looking for real, you know, stand on its own evidence of the paranormal. So I'll link their channel. Of course, there we go. I always recommend Ghost Adventures, but everybody knows how to find them. Who else have I been watching? If you want something like the 15 most worrying, or the 15 most scary, or the 5 most scary, or whatever, I recommend to you a channel called Chills. Talks in a very strange way, that lad. Talks quite slow, but I don't know why he does that. But you might have heard of him. He's got quite a big following. There's Chills. There's a guy from Denmark called Sir Spooks. There are, I think it's called the Top 5 Unknowns. Not so much the top, there's one called Top 10 Unknowns. I'm not keen on the presenters they've got on there now. They brought a new lad in, and I just don't like him. I can't watch the show because, I mean, they had a lovely girl in there, and now they've brought this lad in to co-present with her, and his way is just too abrasive for me, so I can't watch him. But it's top 5s. One of them is Top 5s Caught on Camera. Not much I do know. It's called Top 5s Caught on Camera. And then there's one called Top 5 Unknowns. So again, I'll find the links and I'll put them down below for you. Trying to think. I actually, apart from Tati Westbrook, who we all know, I don't really follow anybody in the beauty field now. I will say that I've watched the Jeffrey and Shane series up to now. I'm waiting for episode 4 to come out. It's been very interesting, seeing behind the scenes. of how makeup is made and how it's priced and how much can be made from it. Of course, it all depends on sales. But I mean, look at Shane. His first batch could earn him $10 million. I mean, you wouldn't sniff at that, would you? If you could do that sort of thing. But I can't, apart from Angie and Taye and Tati, I can't really recommend anybody to you in the beauty field. And one of the reasons is that all the beauty drama is all wrapped up with the drama channels. And I'm not talking about my friend Elle, but the other drama channels. They feed off the beauty drama, and I don't know, sometimes it just feels a bit toxic to me, so I'd rather not bother. I'm just staying away from it now. I don't bother watching them, you know. I've got no interest. I've got other things on my mind at the moment. You know, I've got other priorities in my life. I mean, my family always comes first. My friends. And then the haven. Those are my priorities. Because I do like to, well, I love to connect with all of you, as you know, and I love to talk to you all. And of course, I'm really looking forward to putting out our first Halloween live together this Thursday. Now, would you please let me know in the comments which time is better for you, the Haveners, what time is better for you that I make a start on the live? 11 p.m. GMT, 11:30 or 12 midnight? Which time's better for you? I'll just be reading out a few short ghost stories and we'll chat. So that's how I'm planning for Halloween to go. And I would love to see you there. It would be absolutely fantastic to see you there. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I follow. I don't follow anybody musically. I'm trying to think of I'm sitting mentally going through all my recommendations. I'll tell you who I do find quite funny. It's a pair of drag queens called Novimpia. One of them's called Olympia and the other one's called Nova. And it's a pair of lads, they're engaged. One of them's got an Australian accent, although he is actually a Brit, I think. The other one's definitely a Brit. And they are fantastic drag queens. They live in the Bournemouth area of the UK, down south, way down south. And they are tremendously funny. And they went to like a pride thing and were singing live, which I thought was really, really good. So I'm going to recommend them to you if you like drag queens. They talk about Drag Race as well and RuPaul. I do like Drag Race. Love drag queens. I think they're absolutely amazing. I would love to have like watered down drag makeup done on me. Watered down though. I would love that to be done. But I don't know how to do it. So, unless I follow a Trixie Mattel video. But then again, I'd just look like Krusty the Clown by the time I'd finish that, wouldn't I? Anyway, guys. I don't want to make this a long video today. Because I'll be honest with you, I am feeling a bit tired. I will feel a lot better once I get these meds inside of me. But at the moment, I'm feeling incredibly tired. So I'm going to say bye-bye to you for now. Please let me know about your likes in the comments about your YouTube favourites and about the time for the live on Thursday. I love you all. Thank you again for praying for Lorraine. I'm thanking you in advance. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.